Ja, vandag is 'n groot dag vir die familie. In feite die hele naweek is 'n groot naweek. Van 2018 af is die proses met ons uitgerol. Wat ons besef het, die Stuurmans en Abrahams families is betrokke. Maar nie net ons as 'n familie nie, die totale gemeenskap, want dit is 'n geskiedenis wat uit die geskiedenisboeke uitgeskryf was. En ons het die gemeenskap betrokke gekry. En hierdie dag is 'n groot dag vir die familie, maar ook vir ons gemeenskap. Want dit is 'n soort van, jy bring die realiteit nou in existence, jy bring die realiteit tot by die voordeur. Dit wat ons voorvaders of dit wat ons elders in die familie of in die gemeenskap gepraat het van, is nou gebewys dat dit actually het gebestaan. Dit is 'n ware ding gewees. Ons voorvaders het letterlik hier rondgeloop hier rondom ons. En dis is 'n groot oomblik.
Today we are reburying the mortal remains that have been at UCT for the past 100 years. So this is closure for the reburial process, which started with UCT learning that these remains were sourced, unethically so, and brought to the University of Cape Town, and specifically to the Department of Human Biology under the stewardship of Professor Drennan.
Ons verander die aardige omstandighede wat Sutherland Nine getref het in 'n kans op genesing in samewerking met die universiteit. Daarbenewens is dit 'n kans om die verhouding en ondersteuning wat tussen ons universiteit en al 3 regeringsvlakke bestaan te verdiep.
Die Universiteit van Kaapstad kom vra om vergifnis. They could have kept the truth hidden. Hulle kon dit weggesteek het en gemaak het asof dit nie gebeur het nie. Maar dit is Bybels wat hulle kom doen, om vandag te kom sê maar, ons kom vra om vergifnis.
And the community, you can see, is very excited to welcome our ancestors back, because it's like a forgotten people, a forgotten past that is being brought back in this community. It's a very profound moment, and I think, you have to sit still and realize the significance of this moment. Because of just what happens, we are able to now teach our children, tell them about this history, this heritage, what it means to the community. And I think we will fully appreciate this moment in history in time coming.
Ek was baie emosioneel die oomblik toe ons in die kerk die kerse aansteek. Toe word dit 'n werklikheid. En ek dink baie van ons het emotional geraak. Ek persoonlik was baie emotional. Maar soos ek sê, ons het closure gekry. Ons weet nou die mense is begrawe, hulle is onder die grond, onder die aarde, en hulle siele rus in vrede.
My part of this process was to ensure that we communicate the message, we treat them as if they are alive, we communicate their journey, how far, where it started, and then what we are in the process of doing as in moving forward, to ensure that we are communicating, we don't leave the spirit behind. The spirit is aware, the spirit is part and parcel of the whole journey as bringing them back here into Sutherland.
So what happened at the border is, symbolically, it was a gesture from the Western Cape traditional leaders to cleanse themselves, but also to then hand over these sacred human remains to the custodians, the Northern Cape traditional leaders. And before they could do that, they had to perform the ritual just to cleanse themselves and provide a blessing to the San and the community at large. But ultimately, it's about bringing the history back, develop some sense of prideness in who we are. You remember the question of identity in this country is a very complex discussion and conversation. And hopefully through this process and journey, our ancestors has put this at the forefront again of a conversation. That who are we? How do we identify? And what is our culture? What is our heritage?
Ons is Khoi. En dit is die reality. 'n Tyd dat ons identiteit herken en omarm, sodat die pyn in ons genees kan raak.
So I want to quote Professor Simon Hall, who said it very aptly. These 9 individuals came into the university as specimens, but when they left on Friday, they left as people. And I hadn't really thought about science being part of the healing, but actually in this case it was. There's potential there to actually provide information where information is lost, to build and knowledge share and bring community together with traditional leaders, with kids and adults and elderly, and share stories and actually be able to talk about history in a positive way, and also to embrace that history that may be lost. And so that has been really amazing.
There is something about admitting a wrong with humility that is important here, in that as a leading institution on the continent, this has happened.
Ons kyk nie net na die negatiewe gedeelte van die hele reburial of die beendera of dit nie. Ons kyk na die positief, want dit iets mooi gebore. Iets baie mooi gebore, want ons is nader as 'n familie en die weg vorentoe lyk baie mooi.
Ek staan vandag hier en ek wil vir die mense van Sutherland sê, dinge gaan nooit weer dieselfde in Sutherland wees. Dinge gaan nooit weer dieselfde wees.